Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Wednesday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel today. This is week 17, the final regular season game for the Toronto Huskies, and they are home against the 12-3 Indianapolis Colts. And if we win this one, we'll go 16-0. But first, we want to go to the standings and see which teams actually qualified for the postseason. The Toronto Huskies are at the Z for the AFC with 15-0. The Chicago Bears are 13-2. First in the NFC North and first in the NFC. The Indianapolis Colts made the postseason. The Las Vegas Raiders made the postseason. The Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Cowboys, Tennessee Titans, Arizona Cardinals, Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, and possibly the Miami Dolphins if they win today's episode. So, without further ado, we'll see you at kickoff time here in Toronto.
Today, from Toronto, Canada, it's week 17 of the
Final week of the NFL season.
Sports. Joe Flacco and the Toronto Huskies taking on Jameis Winston and the Indianapolis Colts.
Alright, now we are in Maple Leaf Country in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, as the Toronto Huskies are ready to return to kickoff, the final kickoff of the regular season, as Joe Hayden will run this out all the way to the end zone. This is going to be considered a touchdown, and it's 6 points up on the board. Fifth career kickoff return for a touchdown, so this is his fifth on the year, as the Huskies now take this 7-0 lead here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Alright, we see Jameis Winston, the former Florida State product, and Kareem Hunt only loses 2 yards there, as it will be 2nd and 12 for the Indianapolis Colts. They are 12-3 on the year, so they're making the postseason here, and Jameis Winston, he's ready to throw, and then he gets sacked by Trevor Williams, who got 2 interceptions, one of them being returned in last episode. If you have not checked that video out, I'll have the link in the description to the video, and you can always check it out. So, we'll definitely make the playoffs, so we have won 15 games in the regular season, so that's good. And now this is 4th and 18 now for the Indianapolis Colts, as the Colts have to punt this. AJ Green will be ready to return here for the Toronto Huskies. And the Toronto Huskies were formerly the New York Jets, so I moved them to Canada because the NFL really needs a Canada team, and they are the only league out of the 4 major professional sports leagues, including the NFL, the MLB, NBA, and the NHL, to not feature a Canada team. Most of those Canada teams are from Toronto. The Raptors is basketball, the Blue Jays is baseball, and I think it's the Maple Leafs are from Toronto. Not a big NHL fan, but this is now 2nd and 10 here for the Toronto Huskies, as we're ready with Joe Flacco, the Super Bowl 47 MVP. Played a lot of his seasons in Baltimore, and spent some time with the Denver Broncos, and then spent 1 season with the New York Jets. And he didn't really play very much with the Jets. I mean, they were terrible, yes, but He only played for backup one season in Denver. So Joe Flacco throws the ball. That's incomplete. So we're using a double slants route here in Toronto as we're in the red zone. So I'm going to throw the ball. I'm thinking of passing this to AJ Green, but that will be considered incomplete. So we're going to do another slants route until we get a touchdown here. And this is 3rd and 10 for the Huskies. And they pass it to AJ Green, and that will be a touchdown as it's now 14-0. Joe Flacco has one passing touchdown. I like that touchdown celebration there. The tip-off reminds me of our NBA 2K videos. Speaking of that, if you want to go check that video out, any of my 2K videos out, I'll have the link to the video in the description. So we'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, now this is 2nd and 4 from the 34 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Kareem Hunt has possession of the ball. Does he get a first down is the real question. And Kareem Hunt, yes, they do get a first down, but Kareem Hunt is down and hurt on that play. So this is going to be a 1st and 10. They got Marlon Mack ready to run here. So this will be 1st and 10 from the 39, and he's going to get stopped by Cameron Jordan, and he loses 2 yards there. So this is 2nd and 12 now for the Indianapolis Colts. So we're at the 37, ready to play some defense here with only 6 seconds to go. And they pass the ball to Jack Doyle, but that will lead into 3rd and 7, and this ends the first quarter as the Huskies lead it 14-0 here in Maple Leaf country of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Also the hometown of the rapper Drake. He was born and raised in Toronto, Canada on October 24th in 1986. Not sure what neighborhood of Toronto he's from, by the way. But he is a huge Toronto Raptors fan. And now this is going to be a 1st and 10 here for the Indianapolis Colts. And now they're going to hand the ball off to Marlon Mack, and he gets stopped there. He only gains 2 yards on that play, as it's now 2nd and 8 from the 48 here in Toronto. And now they throw the ball to Marlon Mack, and he tries to break a tackle, and he gets this into the end zone. Touchdown Colts as they score their first TD of the game, as it's now going to be a 48-yard touchdown there by Marlon Mack as the Toronto Huskies lead it 14-7. All right, now it is kickoff time here in Toronto as Robergio Sanchez kicks this off, and Joe Hayden will return here for the Huskies. And he breaks tackles, and he's going to get stopped at the 34. So this will lead into a 1st down and 10. And now we're going to use a passing play. I'm thinking of passing this to Mohamed Sanu, who spent some time with the Cincinnati Bengals. So I'm going to throw this to him. And he jukes it and gets a 1st down. So we're at the 47-yard line. So 4 for 7, 88 yards, and 1 touchdown for Joe Flacco in this game. So he's done really good, I'd have to say. And now this is going to be a 1st and 10. And he does a tremendous juke move there, and he does a front flip, and he will get a touchdown as it's now a 47-yarder, as it's now 21-7 here in Toronto. We'll see you guys when we're on defense. Okay, now this is 1st and 10 from the 31 as Kareem Hunt comes back from his injury. It was a small injury, nothing serious though. But now this is 2nd and inches now for Indianapolis. They're trying to get in the 1st down line, and they're going to throw the ball, and he's going to get sacked, and the 2-minute warning comes up. So Cameron Jordan has 12 sacks on the year, and I think he's the second leading. He leads 2nd in sacks, if I'm not mistaken. So Jameis Winston throws the ball, and that receiver will get a 1st down as we're going to call the Tampa 2 9-second runoff here for the Indianapolis Colts, and they get stopped at the 50, so they do not lose nor gain any yards. So this is 2nd and 5 now for the Huskies as they are on offense, as they are on defense rather. And the Colts offense, he's going to pass it to Jack Doyle, and they lose the ball. Toronto recovers. Cameron Jordan with that fumble recovery, and the Toronto Huskies have possession of the football. So we're going to move the chains here. I know we're leading us by 14 points. And by the way, this is Indy's first turnover. And now we get stopped at the 34-yard line. 166 yards and 2 touchdowns there by Joe Flacco. This is really impressive, I'd have to say, because and really he was primarily backup for a couple weeks in the season, but he did start out as quarterback in a couple of these games. So Rob Gronkowski, he has 1,274 yards receiving yards this season. And hopefully when we get a touchdown here, I'll show you how many he has in the season. So he is pretty close from getting it into the end zone. And we are 2nd and goal. I'm just going to run it in with Joe Flacco. I'm just really going to do it because it's not that many yards to begin with. And I get sacked by Darius Leonard. So we'll see you guys in the second half. All right, now this is the second half. This is the last 2 quarters of the Toronto Huskies regular season, as well as all the 32 teams in this league, along with the Colts. And both teams here that you're about if you're watching this today, are making the playoffs in this franchise. So 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line, as they're going to hand the ball off to Kareem Hunt, and he loses yardage and only loses 1 yard there on that carry. So this is 2nd and 11 from the 31-yard line here in Toronto. So they're going to hand the ball off to Kareem Hunt, and he's going to get stopped there at the 35. So this is a 3rd down and 6 now for the Indianapolis Colts. So it's 3rd and 6 now. They're going to throw the ball, and that is swatted away. Could have been intercepted, though, but it isn't. So we get to return a punt. Hopefully we can get this in for a touchdown at the least, at the bare minimum. So we should be able to. If we don't, we don't. I mean, no matter what, we're going to be 16-0 after this win. And A.J. Green breaks tackles, and he's going to get stopped at the 28. So 511 punt return yards, I think, on this season. And I'll show you in the next episode how much maybe at the end of this episode, after we're done with statistics here, we'll show you. Oh, and it was tipped off from Gronk, and A.J. Green is going to jump on into the end zone for a touchdown. So we'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, now this is 2nd and 11 from the 30-yard line here in Toronto. And now Jameis Winston, he's thinking about throwing the ball, and it is incomplete there. He throws it, but it's incomplete. So this is 3rd down and 11 here for the Indianapolis Colts. So if they do not make this 1st down, it will be 4th down, and there's a fumble, and Eric Harris made the fumble recovery and gets it into the end zone. Touchdown Huskies, as that's a fumble recovery, and it will be 36-7. We're going to take a break. So J.J. Watt gets a fumble recovery for a touchdown. So our defense has been really doing well on fumble recoveries and turnovers and taking the advantage for getting it for touchdowns. So what a great job by J.J. Watt there, the University of Wisconsin product. And we'll see you guys when we are on offense. Okay, now this is 4th and 24. We only got 39 seconds to go in this third quarter here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, as the Indianapolis Colts punt this away, and the Toronto Huskies will get stopped at the 40. Trevor Williams there made that 15-yard return for the Huskies, and now we're going to use a running play. We're going to use some Frank Gore, who wore number 21 with the San Francisco 49ers. So we're going to do a juke move, and he's going to run this all the way into the end zone. Touchdown Huskies, and it's now going to be 50-7, 90th career rushing touchdown, as he has 1,546 yards there. So we're going to see you guys in the fourth quarter. All right, now we're ready to return the punt here for the Toronto Huskies. And Trevor Williams again will be ready to return. And he's going to break tackles. And will he make it all the way? The answer is a no, but it's now at the 41. So we got 3 minutes and 42 seconds in this football game to go 16-0 on the regular season. If we do that, we already have the number one seed. So, that being said, we get a first round bye. So, basically, I might do a statistics video to see how well we did in the during this regular season, and just a thing just to remember what happened, our previous scores over the offseason. I'll show you the standings at the end of the video, and now Joe Flacco is gonna throw this deep across the field. Okay, now with 1 minute and 58 seconds to go in this game, I'm thinking we're going to play some defense, and J.J. Watt gets a 2-point safety for the Toronto Huskies, and this is, I believe, our only safety on the year, if I'm not mistaken. And now we get, it's not a touchdown, but a safety. It means you get tackled in your own end zone for 2 points. The defense scores 2 points, but it's not a touchdown based on that. So now we're going to do a running play. So we're going to hand the ball off to Frank Gore, who just ran that miraculous 60-yard touchdown there after he lost a couple of yards. So we're going to take a small break. Okay, now we got 9 seconds left on the clock, as it's week 17, the final. We're going to take a timeout here. This will be the final drive of the regular season. And if we make this we will definitely win this, and we will be the third team ever to go 16-0. Well, second team. And we get the touchdown. It's now 59-7. And we'll see you guys at statistics. Wow, we are officially 16-0 on the year. That means we had no losses, no ties. All of our games, regular season games we played, were W's. And all I want to say is thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for more content in the near later future, and we'll show you the statistics here. I'm just going to do it quickly. All right, Joe Flacco had a passer rating of 153.3, 10 out of 14 there, 329 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jameis Winston, 112.8 passer rating, 7 out of 12 there, 99 yards and 1 touchdown. Cam Newton had 110.4 with 1 touchdown on the day. Kareem Hunt had 10 carries, 22 yards. Frank Gore had 4 carries, 61 yards. Receiving wise, A.J. Green had 205 receiving yards with 3 touchdowns on the day. And defensively, Trevor Williams had a sack. And Joe